sono qui insieme a Madeline Poole, che è nail artist per Sally Hansen, e farò la mia prima nail art, perché sapete che io non sono molto portata per le unghie, quindi abbiamo cercato un'esperta e useremo il nuovissimo smalto Color Therapy. Ho scelto 3 colori, vediamo un po' sulle mie unghie cosa verrà fuori. Hi! Hello! I know you didn't get what I said. All good things.
Using 3
all
colors
good
of color
things,
therapy.
right? How long have you been doing nail?
I've been doing nails for maybe 8 years.
And how did you start?
I started in LA, so I'm not from there, but I moved there in my early 20s.
Okay.
And I started working on photo shoots as an assistant to stylists and prop stylists and things like that. I was basically just getting people coffee, and then I saw that there was a manicurist on the sets, and I was just very curious because I'd always painted, and I was particularly good at painting really small.
Okay.
So I just started talking to them and was like, this is a real job. And then when I found out more information about it, I thought I would be good at it, so I just kind of started.
So this part that you're doing is to make the nail more
smooth. Mostly when you file, when you push back the cuticles, sometimes you'll kind of like notice there'll be little like hangy things, for lack of a better word. So I like to buff because it just makes it so when you apply the nail polish, there's not like lumps in the polish. And then this is actually one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I use that a lot.
I love it. And also if you have like, if you ever have staining on your nails from a nail polish, you can use this to get the stain off.
That's the first product I ever bought from Sally Hansen, I remember.
Really?
Yep.
Nice. Nice choice.
And I still buy it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
What's the difference between those and the others? I mean, it's the argan oil treating the nails.
So it's basically a care product that has, so it has color in it. So it's one of the first, or maybe the first care products that isn't just clear. You don't have to sacrifice like the wearing color on your nails. And it has a blend of 3 different kinds of oils: argan, primrose, and acai. And as you wear the nail polish, the oils penetrate the nail bed and kind of soak into your nail bed and strengthen them. When your skin has like moisturizer in it, how it's like a little more flexible, so it's the same kind of idea with the nails. So when they're more flexible, actually if you like hit them on the edge or something, they're not going to break, they're going to kind of bend back. You know, like they'll have more durability in that way. Yeah.
And do you need a base coat or?
No.
No. That's a nice thing.
So I'm going to put the oil on. I would suggest to anyone watching that you should wipe it off pretty vigorously before you start painting, because oil is kind of the enemy of nail polish. Okay. So it's nice, it kind of makes your skin look all beautiful, but you should use
So you would use that like a treatment at night without the polish, and then maybe in the morning you put on the nail polish?
Yeah, you could do that, or like you could put it on every night if you wanted, or all day long, really.
Even over the polish?
Okay. Yeah, once it's dry it should be totally fine.
Avete capito, ragazze? Quando mettete l'olietto lo mettete, però poi dopo lo dovete togliere benissimo, perché altrimenti lo smalto potrebbe non tenere. Adesso lei mi sta facendo un piccolo trattamento, però dopo lo toglierà veramente molto bene. Io di solito quello che faccio lo metto la sera senza lo smalto, e poi dopo la mattina mi lavo bene le mani e metto lo smalto. E sta usando. Ha detto che non usa il cotone perché il cotone, per quanto può sempre lasciare dei piccoli pelucchi e mi è capitato effettivamente sulle unghie, e quindi dopo si vede quando ho applicato lo smalto, quindi usa della carta assorbente.
Let's start with this. It's called Rosy Quartz. It's just a sheer pink color. Okay. So that's the base. You'll see all the brushes are pretty wide, so that makes it easier to do to yourself. Especially with your non-dominant hand, because you don't have to make as many strokes.
I have a problem sometimes when I put on nail polish. If I don't put enough, it starts to get dry, and then even if I put a little bit more, I can see where was the...
I think a lot of people use too little when they are applying nail polish. I see that really often. Use too little.
It's because on the other hand, if you put too much, then you have like a blob of product.
Right.
So I'm always like, what's the good amount?
It's hard to explain. I'm just like, it's this amount. I don't know what it is.
It's something that comes naturally to you.
It's definitely also about, I think, not brushing too much, kind of putting it on as quickly and evenly as possible in few strokes. The more you brush, the more you'll see the streaky lines it starts drying. So it is good to wait between coats for color to dry. It's so thin. I think it's okay. That was quick and easy. So the next thing, I use these little things.
Okay.
You can use just a regular brush, but I like these because basically you can submerge the brush in the polish so it never dries, you know?
Okay.
So if you had a regular brush and you were dipping it in nail polish, as you started painting, it would start drying out, and then the painting would become
harder to put on.
Yeah. I'm actually going to start with the top part first, and then we're going to put the thin stripe over the middle.
Okay.
To kind of cover it so there's one really perfect stripe in the middle. So this part you don't have to do very well because you're going to cover the intersection.
E sulle nasse per lei, perché a me partirebbe la mano comunque.
So anytime I make a mistake, also I have a little brush that I use to clean up the mistake.
Ok.
Because I always tell people I'm not actually that good at painting nails, but I'm really good at fixing my mistakes.
Ok.
So I use, this is kind of an old one, but any kind of little brush like this, a little makeup brush, thin and flat, and then I dip it in nail polish remover, and then I just take it like that. You can even use it if you're doing like a negative space look, and you want to clean up like the edge of here, you can clean up, or if you're doing like a French tip, you can clean up around. Another thing I do that I find really important is I hold the skin back so that I don't...
You don't touch the skin with the brush.
Touch it, exactly.
Yeah, that happens a lot to me.
Yes.
Especially when I do my left.
Yeah. So when I'm doing it to myself, I hold with my own thumb like that, you know?
This.
It's a little hard on the other hand, but...
So do you think that having such a long tip, it's easier than a smaller one?
Yeah, I do actually weirdly prefer when the brush is longer. Yeah, I feel like you can make more elegant strokes with the long one. Shorter brushes, they're good for like little, like if you're painting like say a cartoon character and you want to put like the little smile on and the little eyes, then I like a tiny short brush.
But the nice thing about nails is that they don't move. I'm thinking about like eyeliner on people and then they blink.
Right, at least that.
At least the nail never moves.
Okay, so if I see any kind of like areas that need a second coat, I'll just give it a second hit. Okay. And I always make sure to cover like the tip area. So even on the edge of the tip, you have to open.
Another thing that I always do, I don't know if it's nails, it's if like I do some mistake and the nail polish is still fresh, I use my I lick my finger and you can smooth it on.
Yeah. And so this part, I guess the part where you really don't want to mess up is the top edge because it's clear there.
Yeah.
But if you mess up on the bottom edge, you can cover it with pink.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
So you would suggest this line for people that have like thinner nails, so that needs also some nutrition?
Or somebody who's maybe addicted to using gel nail polish as a way to kind of revive your nails. Or just anyone who wants to, maybe you have dryness or flakiness, or a lot of times people have like a rip in the side of their thumbnails or nails that they use frequently. So anyone who needs a little TLC. This is one of my favorite. I always love pink and red together.
You got that?
You can see the difference because I'm her husband, so I see every time she does the nails.
So you can tell.
You can tell the difference.
Grazie.
Now they look like jewels.
Little jewels, that's nice.
Yeah.
Once we put the top coat on, whoo, it's going to be sparkly. It's my favorite part. So this is just the top coat. And I usually just, because sometimes top coat can make colors drag.
Okay.
So when I put it on, I'm really gentle and I put like a big blob and then I kind of like, whew.
Okay.
So I'm not using a lot of pressure.
To me before that I was
you're not like, you're not like digging down, you're just really lightly.
Okay. Okay.
So like I start down in this like clear area because I know that's not going to drag. And then I'm making like really light and short strokes.
Okay. What's the worst mistake people do when they do their own nails?
I mean, it makes me nervous every time I see people file their nails. I'm like, ow! Because people are like, you know, just saw their nails back and forth. I usually just go like one way and try to kind of like sculpt it in a slow, gentle way. So when I see people do the filing, I'm always like, it makes me cringe. Okay. Gorgeous.
They're so nice.
Yeah, very fun. This is also a good nail look because as it grows out,
Yeah, you don't see
won't
the... I was thinking,
You'll
that's
never
why I
know.
was asking you if I had to put something, because that's
yeah, you're like, this might
think
last
that-
a long time.
Yeah, they can last like forever, I mean.
Maybe forever.
I will have this. Ragazze, la mia manicure è finita, come potete vedere, cioè guardatela perché non vedrete mai più le mie unghie fatte così bene. I was saying they are never going to see me with that kind of nice manicure again. So that's the first time and
Soak it
the
up.
last. Exactly. Remember that, please. Grazie per aver visto il video, grazie a Sally Hansen, grazie a Madeline.
Grazie.
E un bacione. Ciao ragazze, ricordatevi di iscrivervi e mettere like.